Yo, shout out to the Most High. It's always I, even our Lord say this. LD's also known Lawrence of One. For another episode, I Need to Know, my special guest. We're going to start from right here and then go back. What's your name, man?
Allizm Gaitta.
Godspeed the Great. Was handed.
LD's.
We in this thing.
So check So Mr. Allizm.
Yes.
How did you get your name, man?
All right, man. Yo, so Allizm is I mean, there's a story behind Allizm, but what I try to tell people, like, it's like Star Wars. You know, when Yoda got the Force, right? You really can't put a finger on what the Force is. It's just what it is. It's like, you feel me? But with Allizm, it's the good, the bad, and the ugly. A lot of people like to, you know, only focus on like the good going on and whatnot. But I feel like, you know, dark and light kind of gives you the picture of really what's at hand. So, you know, like that's what Allizm. And Gaitta, you know, it's just, you know, Gaitta's kind of like with Gaitta Boost and shit, always being player and shit. And my boy just, you know, when we started rapping back in like middle school, he was just like, you know, like Gaitta, because nigga, like I snap on niggas like a Gaitta. Like I ain't gonna lie, I had a bad temper, but you know what I'm saying? Like you learn how to control your fire, you know?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he really kicking this spiritual Star Wars. You have to control the Force, Luke.
Yeah. It's Allizm, man.
You have to control the Force, Luke.
Yeah.
It's definitely Allizm.
Your lifesaver is turning red.
Yeah, for real. You feel me?
For sure. What's up with you guys, Speed?
What's happening, man? What's going on, bro?
So how did you get your name?
Man, it's funny. I'm from the Murder Dubs of East Oakland. So my big brother Speedy, you know, he had a name back then, feel me? So every time when I was younger, like around like 10 or 11, I come outside, I'm always Little Speed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, anybody y'all know, man, nobody like being called little, especially a little bro. Like, nigga, I ain't Little Speed. I'm Big Me. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
So it was always just speed this, speed that. And then one day I was watching Academy Awards or something, and acceptance speech, and he was like, "Man, to all the soldiers at war, Godspeed."
Okay.
And I was like, man, that's hard as fuck. You feel me? If you don't
Yeah.
call me a speed, call me Godspeed. I was just thinking like how fast it'd take God to do something, not the definition of it, feel me? Then I grabbed a dictionary, looked this shit up. I was like, oh shit, this, you know what I'm saying? I have a prosperous journey, get home successfully, you feel me? Like,
Okay.
it was deeper than what I thought it was. So I was
Yeah.
like, you know,
See,
fuck it, run with
he
it.
giving you that Phoenix Reborn shit. When I met this nigga, you know,
Somebody been reading some motherfucking comic books around
real
this
shit,
shit.
though.
Nah.
That's how that shit is.
Yeah,
you
nah.
feel me?
It is
I had a name before that. That's
It
not
is
what
it's Godspeed the Great, you
It's
know. But you
Godspeed the
feel me?
Great.
And not too many people know this, but you know, when I met my boy, this my nigga Trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? This my nigga Trouble, man. BT Trouble, man.
I've been rapping for so long. Look, I've been rapping for so long. Rapping for so long that I went through a bunch of names. Like at first I was Baby G, and then I was, you know what I'm saying, that turned into BG, and then that changed to Baby Gangsta. Then I dropped the Gangsta off, then I was Big Trouble. You feel me? Using my initials of my name, and I figured out, like, you know what I'm saying, the name, what you put out there, you know what I'm saying, come to you, nigga, Big Trouble. I was getting in trouble every time we went outside.
Allizm.
Yeah.
Feel me? So I had to change this. So like that's how I got there for sure, to get to the Godspeed shit. But yeah, when it came to that, it was the brother thing, nigga, and then the, you know, seeing how deep the definition was, and knowing that every time you say my name, it's saying, you know, peace be with me. If I say my name to you, it's peace be with you, be successful, get home, be prosperous, you feel me? So, you know.
Yeah, and these hoes do be talking about affirmation, so we don't want to affirm trouble, you feel me? We try to
Definitely
keep
not
it peaceful
doing
when we
that.
can.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
You know, speak it into existence, you know
What
I'm
are
saying?
you, some type of black Buddhist monk?
Man.
Hey, here you go. I sleep on the floor so I don't have to worry about getting kicked out of bed.
Hey, man, I'm just, you know, I'm just, yeah, my prerequisite. Everybody's a walking library, man. A couple of the books I got on these shelves, so I don't know if everybody tapped into, but you know, I know enough to know I don't know anything, big dog.
All right, well, talk about a few books that you got on that shelf, man, that you want the listeners out there to read.
All right, yeah, for sure. So I'm big at reading is fundamental, man. Readers are leaders, and you know, shout out to my mama for having me on Hooked on Phonics. That's why I could talk this shit how I talk this shit so exquisitely. But you know what I mean? I would tell. You know, shit, I don't know if I should tell people that book. That might
Yeah,
turn
gotta
them
keep
up.
some of that shit to
So
yourself.
there's a book called The Celestine Prophecy. You feel me? So I keep on forgetting. It's been a minute since school, but like nonfiction. What's that? Nonfiction is a real. Nonfiction is real?
Yeah.
All right, don't call me. So if nonfiction is real, this book is a fictional book. You know what I'm saying? But if you got the wherewithal to know what you're reading, you know what you're reading. You feel me? It give you insight on certain ways of life and certain things that you do. Like one of the things that it's called a Celestine prophecy, and one of the things that I took from this book that I would share with people is to say, like, you know, always check in with yourself and realize the questions you ask yourself. So a lot of times you'll ask yourself something and then you'll tap out. You start freestyling, you go on with your life, and you don't even realize the universe or whoever you feel like, however it's getting constructed, it'll give you that answer. You know, like you've been tripping off somebody. You've been like, man, I don't know what happened to bruh. And let's say you on a blender or whatever, and you get, you feel me? You get took down, whatever. They take you in. You see a nigga through processing, but you feel like you're in a bad situation, but that situation, you ask the question. So the cards play, even if it might have been negative to your situation at that time, the cards played out to where it answered your question. You got to find out what was up with bro that you was thinking about. You feel me? Or,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just
getting the mic.
Oh yeah. So yeah, just in a bigger picture, what I say is that always check in with the question that you ask yourself, because the answers come to you. You just forgot that you even asked yourself that question.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a big firm believer that you should be writing stuff down. Like one time, like right, I went to a party.
Yeah.
I went to a party like recently, like in August last year, and I got there and I seen somebody that was my partner from elementary, but I ain't seen him. He was my best friend in elementary, so me seeing him in Oakland is a trip because he doesn't live out here.
Sure.
So I said, you know, what's up with him? You know what I'm saying? And then I asked my partner who was throwing the party, could I rap or something? He said, give your music to Mike. So I gave my music to Mike and I'm rapping and shit like that. I go to work the next day and I'm talking to my coworker. You know, she's into crystals and baths and all that, dreadlocks, you know, really spiritual and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Come on down.
So I said, you know, I dream every night. She said, you do? Well, you need to start writing down your dreams. So I get home. I said, I'm looking for my dream book, and my dream book read, I had a dream that I seen Khalil last night at a party and Mike was my DJ. 1 year later, the exact same thing, pretty much the exact same thing happened in the dream book, and it was like August 10th, and I think in real life it was like August 14th, just a year later.
I mean, I completely agree with that. I feel like people should write down write down their dreams, and also too, anything you write down, not to no deep shit. You're transversing dimensions, right? You just brought something that's not physically in the physical realm, and you made it physical. The moment you take it from your brain and you write it down, it's a physical object. It now exists in the physical realm. So like, I'm big on that, and I can say that I can attest to myself, man. I done had dreams. What I do is, you know, not when you wake up from a dream, you're not instantly gonna write down everything, right?
That's right.
So what I do is, I might in my iPhone or something, I'll note trigger words, right? I'll be like carnival, sack, whatever, right? So when I wake up and actually got some time and I'm here, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I did dream about I was at the carnival and this shit happened right here. And then what I believe we the greatest technology on the planet, right? So it takes you to process your information.
People.
Yeah, people.
Okay.
I think we the greatest technology on the planet. You feel me? Not no computers, whatever. We're the greatest technology on the planet. So when you get the information like that you see from your dream, it takes for you to process that and then see it in your real world, in which I've seen it. Like I've seen dreams where I can't even, like I didn't seen dreams with people that I had. I'm gonna give you an example. If people was in my life at a point in time, right, and I had a dream that we was doing a race, right, and we came up to an obstacle course like the Spartan races or some shit, right, like and they was scared to go through the obstacle course, and I was like, nah, come on, you feel me? Come on, it's easy. You feel me? We could go through. It's just an illusion where it looked like it's going like that. But they wouldn't go through that obstacle course, you know? And I can't say that it had anything to the reality of the situation, but me and the person just went our ways, separate ways, you know what I mean? With like really no explanation. But to me, what that said was that dream was just showing me like, that dream was its way of giving me an allegory or an analogy of my situation that was going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
Birds and the bees, so yeah.
Yeah, and Godspeed, man. Tell me a little bit about yourself, man. I see you over there kind of just chilling. Are you normally this chill? I
feel like you already know the answer to that, bro. Like the way you asked it was like you already know the answer. Yeah, I mean, you know, I could be cool and I gotta be cool. I could, you know what I'm saying, bring the hyphy out. You know, it's just, you know, my brother speaking. Look, there's one thing I'm gonna tell you about my nigga Gaitta, man. When Gaitta spit that shit, my nigga, he one of the few niggas I listen to.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because nigga know what he talking about. And I've seen him talk about it, and I've seen it come like this shit we into right now. Like this shit right now.
You know what's crazy, though? You remind me of one of my favorite rappers, how you talk.
Who's your?
Hey, yo, dog. Hey, yo, dog. I mean...
I appreciate that. I appreciate that more than you know.
Hey, look, when you asked for some more drink and he didn't give it to you, I thought you was gonna go like this. I thought the nigga was gonna start growling.
Oh God, that's hella funny. But yeah, I'm chilling, man. I'm enjoying this Sunday. I'm just happy to be here. But you know, nigga had a long journey to get here.
For sure, man. So check this out, though. I want to know something, man. What are your musical talents? Are you a beat maker? Are you a rapper? What's going on?
I mean, I write, I make beats, I can sing, I can do hellish, I can play instruments. Like, I've been fucking with music since I was 11, feel me? So I can play any wind instrument, anything with keys on it. Benny, I'm saying all type of band class, immediate band, jazz band, all of that shit. Like, feel me? I could any wind instrument, anything with keys, I could play that shit, beats. Make it, write songs, feel me, with a little bit of auto-tune, I can sing panties off, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, well-rounded when it comes to this music shit, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro.
That's what they want to hear.
You know?
I got it.
Don't let this nigga sing some John Legend.
They be like, what is he, a thug?
This nigga, Gaitta.
Ordinary people.
I'm going to get it popping for sure, though.
Ah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I got to ask you this. Do you have a harder time performing in front of big crowds or smaller crowds?
I don't have a hard time performing.
Yeah, I feel that.
We've been doing this shit for so long. Like, I just get excited. Like, it could be one motherfucker there. And if that doesn't know what we do or knows what we do and they're excited, we're going to turn up. Like, we've been doing this shit since junior high school, shutting down the lunch breaks and recess and shit and having niggas going back to class late because we was having ciphers. You feel me? So performance time, that's my most comfortable shit. Like, I'm more comfortable performing than sitting in the studio.
Okay.
You feel me? I'd rather be outside with the people and putting on the show because, you know, that's how we started.
And really shit big or small, honestly. So a lot of times I lock in with who fucking with me. So if there's somebody in there fucking with me, we gonna turn this motherfucker up. And everybody else, y'all gonna be part of the ceremony too. But really, I don't care big or small. It's always somebody in there just gonna fuck with us just cause how we get down and how we give it up. You feel me? We genuine, so it's always somebody in there genuine that's genuinely gonna fuck with us. You know?
And are you also a beat maker too?
Nah, but you know what? See, this is the thing about technology and advancement. I ain't really one of them big producer niggas. Like, I know my skills and what I'm good at. You feel me? My voice is my instrument, you know what I mean, and my intellect. But shout out to Soundware and formerly known as Sonic Sounds. You know, some of my closest partners. You feel me? When we really got into this music, like my first beats was from Sonic Sounds. Shout out Petey. Shout out Rob. Niggas. Shout out Boswell, man. You know,
my niggas was
popping. Shout out Bob too. You know what I'm saying? But they're this is the dope shit about just having so much people in your corner or whatever. My boys are coders, so they code. Like, you feel me? They make programs and shit like that. So them also being producers, they coded a program for producers. You know what I'm saying? And now, so they just so deep in that tech shit, like they got programs where somebody like me can literally just go, oh, I want to make a beat. I could go, hit this. It makes it so simple that even though I've always been a writer and I get down on the writing, I really didn't want to sit there and do all that tapping and whatnot. So now I can actually produce for myself and make beats that emotionally pull on me the way I'm going to make my pen emotionally pull on somebody else.
Gotcha.
You know? So, yeah.
Godspeed. Pick a number one between 1 through 12.
7.
When you was in 7th grade, what did you think that you'd be doing today?
This shit right here. Rapping, tapping, spitting and skidding, sliding, riding. Yeah, doing this rap shit for sure. That was junior high school. My mind was already made up. Like, I was telling the whole, like like I was saying, the whole school knew what's up. They knew what's up every recess, every lunch, every time they let us out of class. We was battling all type of shit. Like, this is back when, they had the basement used to come on, feel me? And Big Ticket had the rappers come there, nigga, and Freestyle Fridays and all that type of shit. Me and this nigga go tear shit up. So 7th grade, if you asked me in 4th grade, I would have told you I'm gonna be doing music. But like, by the time I got to junior high school, we was already Rough Riders West. Our minds was made up. Rough Riders. Our minds was made up in 7th grade. For sure, I would have told you this.
Come on now.
I wouldn't have been so like more on the producer side, but for sure rapping. For sure doing some rap music.
And Gaitta, tell me about an album that you wish that you was on. A famous album that you wish that you was on.
Ready to Die.
Ready to Die.
Ready to Die.
First Biggie.
First Biggie.
Give me the
loop. Give me the loop.
That's the song you
take it or not at my crib. Turn it so fit, he had to do a bid. 1 to 3, he be home to end of 93. I try to get this paper, G. You with me? Shout out to B.I.G.
Yeah, man. Yeah, nah. I don't know per se that would have been the song because there's so much joints on there. But yeah, that album was just different to me, man. Like Biggie was just talking crazy, but like, shit, I couldn't even say. Yeah, it'll be Ready to Die. I ain't gonna go no further than that. It's Ready to Die. Yeah.
What about you, Godspeed?
See, I'm gonna go the opposite route, my brother. It'll be all live.
That's on me.
Come on, man. That looks like, as soon as he said it, I'm like, damn, like, it'll have to be a Pac joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, you be lucky to even be a part of that shit. But yeah,
what song do you wish that you was on?
Shit, You Can't See Me. I'm trying to figure out how to flip that right now.
Okay.
Man, give me my money in stacks and lace my bitches with dime figures. Real niggas' fingers on nickel-plated 9 triggers. Must see my enemies defeated. I catch them while they coked up and weeded open fire. Now them niggas bleed. Come on, bro. See me in flesh and test to get your chest blown. Let me stop. That's my
Hey, this nigga is channeling Pac and DMX.
I was just about to say, I'm not finna test this nigga in karaoke. He got me beat. This nigga got me beat in karaoke.
Them niggas is that's my shit though. I listen to that song every day, and I tell my girl, like, nigga, I gotta find a way to flip this shit. This is like one of the hardest, like, yeah.
Honorable mention, hard to kill, Gucci Mane. Hey, like Gucci, honorable mention.
Yeah.
Gucci, man. Yes, yeah.
Sure.
So they called you Trouble.
Yeah.
Did Trouble ever come find you in the process of you?
Yeah, I was one of those. I changed up, but I was heavily one of those guys that, like, if I rapped about it, nigga, you for sure knew me for doing that. Like, you seen me doing it, you heard about it, and like, you know, the shit we was rapping about back then was a little more wild than what we talking about now. It's like on the same hype, but like, you know, niggas was really outside. So I can tell you right now that these niggas ain't living what the fuck they rapping, because you can't do it. You can't do it successfully, bro. Like, you gotta have somebody else running this part so you can do this part.
So this is what I want to know. Do you kind of view like a rapper that's doing everything that they say that they're doing in his crime life? Is that telling on themselves, in your opinion, in retrospect?
It's telling on yourself if you get time for it. It's like if you rap some shit and that shit equals you getting time or somebody getting time, if that led to that, then yeah. But then at the same, it could just be like, it could be like you telling a story. So like, what niggas gotta understand is, you know, fucking time and shit, nigga, and how long this shit, the fucking, how long it could go, my nigga, and if you're still in that fucking, if you can speak on this or not, you feel me, or like speaking on somebody else shit, it's still active case. It's like, it's certain ways of going about this shit. So like, nigga, if it's still a chance that, nigga, if the gun's still hot, nigga, feel me?
Yeah.
Is the bullet cases still on the floor?
Huh.
They still looking for motherfuckers. You can't speak on that type of shit, you feel me? Or that is telling. But then again, it's like, it's also telling your story. So, you know, it's certain shit you can speak on, certain shit you can't speak on. If you outside, nigga, you know what the fuck you can do and what you can't do. And if you don't know, you're going to find out. That's how the game goes. You feel me?
I just like to add.
Okay.
I like to add just, you feel me? At no point should your lyrics be able to be used against you in a court of law. You know what I'm saying? Because people are actors. They go on movies and do all type of shit.
And that's what I was gonna go into on that type of shit too. Like, the difference is, like, these niggas that do these movies, my nigga, they're playing a role. But when they go home, they're not claiming to be fucking Rambo. They're not claiming to be fucking Terminator. You feel me? Like, these niggas regular motherfuckers. They regular.
You know what's crazy? Because I talk like that, and I say, even though I'm cussing, I'm not cursing at you.
Yeah.
Hey, motherfuckers don't hear that. They just hear the cuss. They just hear the word that triggered them. You know,
Hey, look, I'm up here with family, man. So, it's how we chopping it up. But, like, it's a difference. So, and with that being said, nigga, in those careers, it's not a big thing where you got to be what you're acting. You feel me? This the only thing that you have to be what the fuck you're using to entertain these motherfuckers, or you lose credibility and shit like that. You feel me?
Yeah. Do you think that's fair to the rap gang or fair to the artist?
I feel like it's our fault. So I don't know if it's fair or not, but I feel like it's our fault. So, like, live by it, die by it. You can fix it. You feel me? You can paint the picture.
I think sometimes we have selective criticism or selective subjects that people worry about that. Like when you say about what you living, what you rapping, people always think like you're doing some criminal shit, right? But let me say this. I feel like through creative expression, you know what I'm saying? I might be trying to not relive something, but I might have did something. I might have experienced this, And as an artist, I'm expressing my opinion of what I've been through, so you could give a light, because maybe you dealt with this subject that I was dealing with, but you never knew you had somebody who was thinking the same way that you was thinking, And and I be we good. So we good. So, but I say this too because sometimes with like ladies, right? Sometimes I write a perler, right? And a perler might be
tell them what a perler is, bro.
A perler is for the pearl. If you
come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? I know what that is.
I
remember Pearl.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I mean, we know what's going on, but that's a throwback. That's a throwback lickety right there.
And Pearl's not derogatory. You know what I'm saying? If I'm chilling, I'm telling my boy, they like, what you doing? You pop out the night? I'm like, nah, I'm chilling with my Pearl.
That's
right.
right.
That's my lady. You know what I'm saying? But so when I say I'm writing a perler, sometimes it's like I'll write something and my lady or anybody, you feel me, will feel like, oh, I'm speaking of something in this moment of how I'm feeling. But now really what I'm doing is I'm conveying a moment in time that I might have experienced this, or I'm pulling from experiences. I'm pulling from experiences that I've had, because really we time machines. You know what I mean? If I tell you about some shit I did back in 8th grade, I'm a time recorder. I'm letting you know what happened back in 8th grade. So yeah, I mean it's multifaceted, but yeah, I just feel like, man, we're entitled to express who we are and how we feel, and whatever you do, just do it genuinely, and you ain't got to worry about people checking what you really on.
For sure. And what is y'all biggest song to date?
My emotion.
Yeah. My emotion. Yeah. We want to go back. We
got some joints though before that.
We got some shit back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I got some shit called Boppers on Deck that used to be. We used to have that shit fired up, man. It's a lot of no-nos. It's a lot of no-nos that was created off of Boppers on Deck.
A lot of whys.
Yeah, that was, so look. So
shout out to the train. You know.
Yeah, shout out, man.
Get your tickets at Amtrak.com.
Hey, keeping you connected and getting you everywhere you gotta be. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Land, plan, air. We always there. It's Allizm. You know what I'm saying?
Allizm.
Y'all got him started now.
But nah.
Got him started.
I was gonna say it on you. We really got some tread in this shit. Like, you feel me? My first mixtape, my beats was from Young L. You know what I mean?
From the pack.
Yeah, from the pack.
Shout out to Pack.
You know what I mean? It's like, bro, it's really a lot of degrees of it's really a small degree of separation from a lot of people that might feel like they fixtures and not like aware maybe what we going on. Like, I used to be outside at the N1 outside at the N1 mixtapes, you feel me, with my own CDs that we burnt up.
Yeah.
Pushing them out as a youngster though. Like, when, you know what I'm saying, we were like 16, 15, really just banging out with CDs. And I'm you know what? I know it's always like back channel shit like this, but I'm gonna just keep it funky, cause I say it and I stand on that shit, bro. Like, me and my boy who ain't here right now, Neo the Gift. This is one of our brothers. If anybody familiar with Neo the Gift, really, like, we really one of the reasons that a lot of niggas started rapping. You feel me? Like, as far as like mixtapes and shit, bro. We used to go get the instrumentals from CMC back in Hilltop. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Before they would be released, hop on the instrumentals and go stupid. You know what I mean? So that we kind of built a mixtape. We built a mixtape culture.
Shout out to the Hitman Squad, nigga.
Out here, Hitman Squad. You know what I mean? We was doing instrumentals dirty. You know what I mean? And
body and shit.
And that, to me, from my influence on that was because I really got off into rap. Because I used to be off them G-Unit mixtapes.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to the unit.
Yeah, shout out to the unit. That nigga Lloyd Banks was talking different. And, like, I'm kind of pulling from, like, from artists that kind of got me into music. But I was a big L fan. I was a big L fan, you know. And I just feel like the wordplay and being able to like.
So you an East Coast head?
Yeah.
I mean, you a student of the game, but you like a lot of East Coast music.
So because I got ties to that. So I was, you feel me? I was born in New York, but I was raised in Oakland. You feel me? So like just because of predominantly, I'm Trini too. You feel me? So like a lot of my family is from New York. So like going back and forth as a child, I would get a lot of game from each side, and I just felt like New York East Coast rappers was just a little bit more like. Phonetically just a little bit more stronger in their delivery, you know.
Yeah.
You know, they would just wordplay, and that shit was clean to me, you know, because I'm a thinker. You know what I'm saying?
You said that you Trinidad?
I'm Trinidadian.
I had a best friend named Jamal that was from Trinidad, and we was in 4th grade, and I went to his house, and I drank up all the Bartles and James wine coolers. And his daddy came home and said, we was playing on the front, he said, Jamal, what the hell happened to his wine coolers? Then I ran home, because back in the day, you think you might get your ass beat by his daddy.
Oh, yeah, no, back in the day, somebody else's parents would sock your ass.
He ain't pull a machete on you?
No, I ran home. So I said, this was like 1987. So then when I seen him, I said, Jamal, man. I said, what happened? He said, what do you think happened? I got my ass beat.
he probably made him pick his own stick from off the bush.
For sure, man.
Old school switch pick.
For sure, man. So, hey, Trouble, man, didn't you do a little time?
Nah, we gotta. It ain't trouble. See, I shouldn't even tell niggas that.
My bad.
See what
Godspeed.
See what Gaitta do.
Godspeed.
Gaitta be playing, man.
So,
it's Godspeed.
So let me tap in. So didn't you do a little time, man? You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I did. I did a little chunk. I did like 16 months when I was like 16. And then came home from that. And I was out for like I was out for 16 months. Then went back down for 8.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I went down 2007. Came home 2015. For doing that shit I talk about
on record.
Not specific record, but yeah.
Why sell?
Basically living it. Like living it wasn't based on the music, but just like, you know, a nigga really saying the shit and then, you know.
Yeah.
Cause like when we used to be in the studio, he'd tell you we be in the sweatshop in the Dubs, bro, and they'd be in there doing their shit. And I'm literally coming like right off from whatever the fuck, straight from the trap. Shout out to Action Jack. Straight from the trap, straight from the blade, nigga, like activated. Drop like nigga 2 songs, go back outside. Yeah. You feel me? I was like, there was no in between with that shit with me, my nigga. Like it really was what the fuck we was saying it was. So that's how I ended up getting in trouble and having to sit down.
What is the biggest lesson you learned from going to the pen?
Niggas ain't shit, bitches ain't shit. Trust yourself. It could be worse. It is what you make it. Like shit, man. It's a bunch of shit. You feel me? Like I learned I'm not patient at all. 8.5, I still don't got patience. I just do shit in between, so I forget I'm waiting. But I figured out that I figured out what I wanted from myself. You feel me? What I wanted to be, and you know what I'm saying, how to go about it a little better. So I kind of feel for niggas that haven't had a chance to be on timeout. To know that it could be taken away from you, you know what I'm saying? I had the time to sit down and have a chance to go back and really just think about it, bro.
I said, you know what's funny though? Remember that song, Living My Best Life? I said, a lot of niggas' best life be when they go to jail. Because they ain't on as much dope and they working out.
Listen, man, jail saved a lot of niggas in different ways for sure. I know it saved me from, you know what I'm saying? I would have probably been in the box, nigga, the way we was moving. Yeah. We was moving me. And I lost my cousin. You feel me? And I was tripping off of that. So that it saved me and helped me check myself and realize what was, I'm saying, more important. But definitely for the OGs, for the knock on you, knock on me on the block, nigga. You know what I'm saying? When them niggas hit the county, eat some of that bread, drink some of that water, them boys get swole and get healthy and get the punching on shit. Yeah, that's for sure say they life. Yeah. Feel me? So it depends on how you look at it, man. But gotta be careful for sure.
Are y'all signed to a label?
He signed to Allizm. I'm signed to Wing Team. So technically yes and no. Yeah, major label, no.
And we open the outsourcing, you know. We all in the collaborating, you know.
For sure. definitely, you know what I'm saying? Checking options and shit. Shopping for shit for sure.
And do y'all have like how many group projects y'all got together?
We getting ready to drop the actual first one between me and him.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Gaitta and God until we continue.
Gaitta and God until we come with a better name.
It's Gaitta and God right now. You know, we just been cooking up, man. We not really putting too much pressure on what we doing. We fucking with it as brothers who've been fucking with each other, you know, and just in our creative process and our creative bag, and you know, we do what we do, so that shit sounds great together.
Well, shit, y'all Gaitta and God, why don't y'all do one called G to a G?
Hey man, hey look, man.
Hey look, we gonna do G to a G. You gonna host it?
Yeah,
You gonna host it?
Let me tell you
Lawrence
something.
the one.
I'm telling you like this.
Let's do it, bro.
I'm telling you like this. Motherfuckers can't fuck with me on skits.
Give me what I want, man.
All right, so look,
man.
it said right here that the Gaitta and God mixtape, you know what I'm saying, I'm called what, G to a G?
G to a G.
And you gonna host it.
For sure.
It said right here, so if it don't come out, you know it's his fault.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
I'm serious. When y'all want to get to work?
Hey, busy. Well, I
Soon
mean, what's
as we
today?
As soon as we got to this.
Okay.
We gonna work right now as soon as you done.
What
You
time
let
is
us
it,
know.
man?
What time?
For sure. Let's get up tomorrow.
Yeah, it's we
For
5
sure.
minutes behind.
For sure.
Okay,
let's do
for
it.
sure.
For sure.
sure.
I'm in.
Hey, man, what religion are you, man?
This nigga. Hey,
I'm talking to you, nigga.
Allizm.
Hey, watch this. Watch this. Let me say it in my white boy cowboy voice. I'm talking to you, nigga.
Hold on there, Bart. Hold on. That was a barn burner. Nah,
Back at the ranch.
man, shit, man. It depends on who I'm talking to, man, because I don't want to get lost in
You know,
you know what I
watch
mean?
this. Now, you know what I was saying?
Politically
You talking to me, nigga.
Hey, man, you know, I believe in a higher power, man, the highest that there is, you know. So with that being said, yeah, that's my religion. I believe in a higher power, man. You know, all glory to the man or woman, or you know, just all glory to the highest one. That's how.
Okay, and what about you, Godspeed?
Man, my religion is Allizm.
Church,
Preach.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a fact.
A little bit of everything, whatever makes sense.
Okay.
It's deeper than that, but yeah, whatever makes sense, man.
And how many projects you got?
A lot. I got a lot of shit out. I've been dropping since I came home, so I can't. Maybe 13.
13 projects?
Maybe 4, maybe 17. I've been dropping shit. Like I drop like 4 or 5 a year. Feel me? And I do like a whole group thing. I got shit. Matter of fact, me and him and the homies in West Oakland dropped one with like what 6 songs on it. I got like a quick little EP thing.
Yeah, he been cooking. I just do want that because he did make me. I don't know why. You know, blasphemous. Allizm is a religion, so you know. All my devout followers.
I got you, but it don't true.
No, not even my followers.
I got
Anybody's
you.
a part of the congregation, you know,
Church.
no disrespect, you know what I'm saying? Shout out all
Church.
Watch this. And can I find the book on Allizm?
The books will be to you by next year. We're writing them up, getting them finished right now. I'll make sure Gaitta gets that handled. Don't you worry. Feel me? Don't you fucking worry about that.
only
Now we gonna make sure
they're available in the metaverse.
What's this? Do I have to be registered?
NFT copies only.
Can I still eat pork?
It's non-fungible.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes, you can.
Hey, if it works for you, it works for me.
So do y'all feel like Bay Area artists get their true shine in the grand scheme of being famous in hip hop?
Yes and no. I feel like sometimes I feel like people do it to themselves though. Like, you know what I mean? Like they was like, you want to handle that, man? Like
I feel like if it's any other genre, then yeah. But as far as rap goes, no. Like anything attached to rap in the Bay, nigga, we don't get that credit. Like if you doing country music, you doing rock and roll, if you making movies, comedy, anything else, entertainment, you'll get that credit. When it comes to rap and niggas being famous, fuck no.
I never heard it from that perspective. Why don't you elaborate on that? Both of y'all.
I was just gonna say, I feel like niggas be too tough sometimes. You feel me? Like they come in with an image and they not genuine with it. And it's like it's not being fake or code switching or none of that. But you got to be able to move in a room full of vultures. You could be in there's a quote I always say: in a room full of scholars or killers, I feel no different. You know what I mean? I could go in certain places where I don't make people feel uncomfortable, and I feel like some of those places you got to be in those rooms. You know what I'm saying? Because these are the people that are pushing the ball, you know what I mean? They're controlling the area. And if they don't feel comfortable with you, they not gonna really put you in a position to whereas you can kind of supersede them or not need them, because now once they've lost that power and they can't not say, and not to say control you, but like if they fear you in a sense, they only gonna let you get to a certain point because they don't want you to, like, you know, make them obsolete. Yeah, you know. So I feel like a lot of times people just kind of they don't know how to just operate in different rooms, and that's what I feel like some of the you can capitalize in the Bay Area, but it's bigger than the Bay Area. So you just got to be able to know how to operate, you know, in any lake, ocean, whatever you're comfortable with. Or
do you feel like there's a connection or disconnection between the unity in the Bay Area? Yeah, and no, because, like, you know what I mean? I stand for something. I feel like if you stand for something, you're going to have people that you don't fuck with. But just on a bigger picture, I feel like sometimes whereas if you don't know somebody, people just be quicker to be on some, like, well, I don't really know them, I'm not going to fuck with them. Not really, more so like, I don't know them. Oh, they got shit going. Like, you know, we should lock in with niggas because we can make it bigger, because there's been an example of everybody doing it their own way. But, you know, like, if we run in the little club scene and we rock with y'all and you rock with us, instead of it being like, you get here, you get here, you get here. Now, when I throw a party, you know what I mean, I'm going to have y'all fall through and we going to turn it up. And then then y'all fall through, we going to turn it up. And then when we go to a bigger arena, we could be like, well, look what we doing here in the Bay Area, right? Once y'all come behind it and get behind this, and we could turn this all the way up, you know what I mean? Like, to just build an infrastructure to make it bigger, because it's people doing what they doing, but it's like, you know, it's a lot of people that I feel like got motion out here, or like, you know, got some action going on, but like, it's not really it's not getting seen on a bigger lane, because niggas is like crabs in a bucket, I feel sometimes. Do you feel like the hyphy movement was a hip-hop dynasty?
For sure. Yeah, for sure. I feel like hyphy.
Before Mac Dre died or after?
During. Like, that's Allizm, right?
Yeah, nah, for sure.
So like during, listen, I feel like it was at its purest form, my nigga, when Mac was here. But like after that, whatever happened after that, I feel like that's where
they re-rocked
they re-rocked it, and that's where they capitalized off it and made it seem like I just seen some shit where this nigga Mustard said the nigga Rick Rock took the fucking hyphy sound from Lil Jon, like y'all had this shit all backwards, nigga. Like, this shit was here before. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just shit like that. Like,
well, you know what's crazy though, because hyphy, right, was kind of like the Bay Area's rendition of crunk music.
For sure, yeah.
But
it was different though.
It was different.
But before that,
a rendition is gonna be different. It's your version of.
For sure.
Like, I don't even until we like seen them shaking their dreads. I don't feel like it was the same shit until we started seeing the visuals of the shit. Like, I feel like it wasn't the same until
it definitely wasn't the same thing.
Feel me?
Hyphy
like,
was its own
like
thing.
Our shit is so.
And it was turned up, but it was still player though. I
and
feel
it was before that.
Like,
it was, I can say before that, but like, I don't know.
Crunk was black college drunk music. Hyphy was Papa Pill drop out of high school music.
Yeah, but it have some player hyphy shit too though, because Mac Dre was on some player shit though. You know, he wasn't really on some just. You know what I mean?
You know, it's crazy though, because I always say hyphy had a trinity, kind of like Christianity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, right? So
preach.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
So the father of the hyphy movement kind of was Keek the Sneak.
That's what I would say.
The son was Mr. Fab.
Yeah, okay.
And then the spirit was Mac Dre, because he wasn't here, but he was the spiritual force of the hyphy movement.
Nah, for sure. To this day, you still got like mainstream artists, you know, showing love out to Mac Dre. You know
he was the spiritual force. Yeah. People were doing this, the Thiz. Everybody was doing things in the name of Mac Dre.
Yeah. And you know, Jack, you know, shout out Jack.
I was finna say like Jack and Miss.
Oh yeah, I'm not counting them out. I'm definitely they would be major profits. Definitely, they would be major profits. They would be major profits. The Jack. Yeah. Let me tell you something about the Jack. You know what I like about the Jack?
Fucking nigga right there.
The Jack makes gangster coffee shop music to me. What he does is he raps over the beat Sade would sing over.
I like your analogy, man.
That's very, very.
And Mac Dre is Humpty Hump with guns and drugs on him.
Factual.
Actual.
Yes, sir.
The Thistle Dance looks similar to the Humpty Hump. They remind me, they're very similar.
You do both of them
together. I don't know
when you do
I don't know if this is off lane with like the hyphy shit, but like a lot of times people always be coming, we be out, they be like, man, I wish we could go back to how the hyphy movement went when everybody was having fun and I'm like, niggas, you already remember the hyphy movement, nigga? Niggas was getting stripped. You know what I mean? Niggas,
what hyphy movement was you niggas in, bro? It had to be that end
like,
shit, cause
like I feel like people
I remember
just
stomping niggas' cars out.
Yeah, I just feel like they forget shit really was hyphy.
No disrespect. Were you trouble then?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Some of them things happened as Godspeed, but most of them happened as trouble. We were sliding out. What? Couldn't wait to go to the spot. Couldn't wait to rush. We used to rush the stage at other niggas' performances.
Come on, man.
Young
Pull up
niggas
to like, y'all not finna let us rock?
You know how quick you did it? Godspeed.
Godspeed.
On there, bro.
Young niggas though.
20 young niggas on stage. Give me this microphone.
Bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, play this song,
in high
bro.
school. You feel me?
So yeah, I remember the real hyphy movement. It wasn't safe outside.
Yeah, that's why I said it was pop a pill, drop out. Because crunk
outside.
is black college drunk music. It's party music. They're both party music, but they're partying to a different drug.
Different fucking drug.
That hyphy was Laney College. Niggas trip your shit music.
Man, get your shit stomped out.
One is HBU.
Yeah.
One is Laney.
Laney.
The 13th grade, nigga.
Yo, everything.
The 13th grade.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For sure, man. Before we get out of here, man, tell people where they can find you at.
Yeah, shit. You can find me here in the flesh, you know. It's all Allizm, you know. I don't be hiding. I be outside, you know. This face ain't too hard not to see it, but you know, if you trying to find me on social media and shit like that, it's Allizm, Allizm, Gaitta. Yeah, I'm a complicated nigga, but it's really not that complicated. But Gaitta is spelled Gaitta. Make sure you tap in a lot of Instagram, Facebook, Gaitta 500. On Twitter, you know what I'm saying? I'm a 50th block, nigga, you know what I'm saying? 5 block.
Shout out to the 5, nigga.
You know, but yeah, and that's you can find me on iTunes as Gaitta.
Yeah, Godspeed the Great. I'll spell that for y'all. GODSPEEDTHAGR8. You feel me? I'm on all streaming platforms. On IGs, official _ Godspeed the Great. On motherfucking YouTube is official _ Godspeed the Great. Spotify, Godspeed the Great. You know, I'm everywhere, man. Everywhere you can slide music at, man. It's all Allizm shit. This Wing Team shit. You know what I'm saying? Mind Motion out right now. Feel me? Make sure y'all go spin that shit, play that shit, and back to back.
And I want to. He just added that. I want to make sure to say shout out Mind Motion.
Shout out motherfucking Mind Motion.
DJ Mind Motion.
That's my motherfucking DJ.
You know, he's spinning that Mind Motion
in
all events,
DJ.
in all arenas, and all and all platforms. But yeah, shout out Mind Motion, man. He a solid motherfucker.
And I got Mind Motion.
And he a DJ. He a legend DJ in the Bay Area, and he just a genuine person. So I want to make sure I said that. You know.
You know, Mind Motion is a main motherfucker, man.
For real.
That's my motherfucker.
I don't know. I was talking to that motherfucker. I can't remember if I thought he was Filipino and not Mexican or Mexican and not Filipino. I said, what is he?
He's a tequila Pino. That's my name.
For sure.
I
For sure. My nigga on that boat getting lit right now.
He definitely Espanol, Latin. I don't want to say the wrong one, but yeah, that's the folks. That's the folks.
Yeah, I said, I thought you was Filipino.
Allizm is a race too. He Allizm.
Yeah, he Allizm. Yeah, Allizm is.
For sure. Did we cover anything? Did y'all want to bring anything up that y'all may have thought that I forgot, or we good?
I mean, shit. I got a new project out called Will to Fly on every streaming platform. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, that's it.
Yeah, I add that we got Mind Motion out right now. Shit, you know, I got a lot of singles out. Shit, I got I just dropped out. You know, I got A-List. I got Resposado. It's a lot of songs that I got out.
Niggas got a lot of new shit out.
And just,
I'm vouching for Free Red though. That's the one I like.
Yeah.
I like that Free Red shit.
Free Red, man. Free my cousin Izzy, man. Like,
free the Iz.
Yeah, the time is, you know.
Yeah, we're going to see at the end of the year, bro.
It's almost over, man. You know, we got some islands to go touch. But yeah, free
man,
my
chains
cousin.
And whips
Free
and
Red, you know what I mean? So yeah, we just getting busy, so just get used to it, you know. Niggas ain't going nowhere.
Niggas ain't going nowhere, nigga.
I mean, we gonna be in niggas' faces and, you know, shit.
Your face and your ear, foot in your neck, foot in your ass. Surf.
Damn. Well, thanks for coming, man.
Oh, no, it's a blessing, man. We appreciate you.
Thanks for Out of Pocket, man. For
bringing OP.
Yeah, shout out
What's
OP,
happening?
man. You know,
OP.
We on Fame Media, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Fame Media, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. We in this bitch.
Give
Wing
me
team
what I want. I need what I desire, though. Yeah, so
tear it off. You feel me? Don't sneeze, don't cough, just tear mine off. You feel me?
Well, I'm LD's also known Lawrence Well for another episode. I need to know it as usual. Come on, you know what I want.
Church.
Murders.